Today is January 7th, 2020 at about 6 p.m. And today I'm just going to be walking through walking through Puainako on the Big Island out in Hilo. It's 74 degrees. It's pretty chill, and it looks like Kilauea is still erupting, still going steadily. Nothing crazy out of it, thankfully. And unlike the other evening where we are walking around today, just kind of has some more normal sized trees. Like maybe only 30, 40 feet tall. Although the palm trees all still stretch up probably like 70 feet. Like 70, 80 feet. Today was pretty clear. Not so much rain. It'll probably rain tonight. And we've got a nice pink sunset going on. Mauna Kea was visible today. This morning from right where I am now. I should have gotten some footage in the morning. But really beautiful view. So let's see. It's Thursday. Tomorrow I'll be working in the evening, so probably get an evening video, maybe an afternoon video when it's sunny out. I still have yet to go into the local mall here. There's really a lot of places that I haven't had a chance to go into yet. And I'm looking forward to checking out every one of them. The other day I had some chili at a little shop by Liliuokalani Gardens, which is it's just on the east side of Hilo Bay. It's local botanical gardens here. And the chili I mentioned was hamburger. I think by hamburger they meant just that it was beef. It was beef and spam, which I wasn't expecting. And it was not bad. It could have been a little bit spicier. That's what I'll say. But you know, it just totally depends on whether you're in the mood for spice or not. But I think it came out to about $5, which is not bad for here. Like a little chili and rice bowl. Maybe about 4 or 5 ounces. It looks like everybody it looks like everybody knows each other here. Here in Hilo, probably here on the island on the island of Hawaii, and honestly across the islands, it seems like the degrees of separation are not that not that many. Like everyone seems to know everyone, which is cool. I feel like there's a little sense of probably like a little sense of a closer knit community. I have been seeing some tourists. So I know I heard on the news that like tourism is coming back. That it recovered only about 25% in recent weeks, and I actually have seen just a handful of tourists. I mean, I know there are people visiting all the time, but I mean, it definitely took maybe I don't know. It took a while. It took I'd seen like 1 or 2 tourists here or there, but I hadn't seen like groups of tourists for the past 2 months until just like a few days ago. People might be coming to see the volcano. I know all the volcanologists out there are probably have probably come out here to do research, quote unquote. Even though I'm not a volcanologist, I guess that's maybe a little inside joke just from school. Whoever I'd met that studied volcanoes basically told me that for their work, I mean, they basically kind of get to go to places like Hawaii. And just say that they're there for work. Alright, this light is taking a while to change. Maybe I have to let me see if I can get them to change. it'd be great if movie theaters could open back up this year. There's something else that's public out here that's supposed to be reopening in the coming weeks. Oh man, I forget what it is. But yeah, I like being able to go to the movies. I definitely missed it. I definitely missed it last year. I did still go out to see a handful of movies. I got to see what's it called in theaters? The New Mutants. For what it was, that was a solid. That was a solid movie. For the year that we had, that was a solid movie. I'd followed at least a handful of the characters in comic books growing up, and so I was kind of able to keep up with backstories. It was cool. It was cool seeing magic portrayed on screen. For those of you who don't know magic, magic is Colossus's younger sister. Colossus is like a big Russian brute who basically can turn his skin into steel or something like that. But his younger sister, I think she can basically like teleport between dimensions. She can like open up portals to other dimensions and like jump between them. Not teleport, but open up portals and just like jump between dimensions and stuff. And so it's kind of cool seeing a little bit of like superhero horror like starting to pop up. One was the New Mutants. Another recent superhero horror one was what's it called? Brightburn, which was like a retelling of the origin story for Superman, the origin story for Clark Kent. That basically asked, what if he landed and things didn't really go well for him, and he wasn't able to sort of fit in socially, and he ended up just becoming a villain and becoming like homicidal. So that was kind of a cool one. That was kind of a cool one to watch, but I think that was late 2019. And then for the New Mutants, the horror aspect was the mutants were basically, the kids were basically locked inside a research facility where researchers were trying to figure out about them, and the horror aspect was one patient who was admitted. She was a psychic, and I'm not sure if she knew what her power was, but it ended up being to make people sort of manifest people's worst fears. And so all kinds of monsters and stuff started appearing in this insane asylum. I mean, in this, basically it was an asylum. It was a research facility, but it basically was an asylum. And so that was a little bit fun. That was a little bit fun to watch. But yeah, I think 2020 would have been a stronger year. Would have been a lot stronger year for movies. Wonder Woman, I think Wonder Woman would have come out a lot stronger. Mulan was supposed to be really good. That remake of The Witches probably would have been a good one to see in theaters. So hopefully the situation changes in the year ahead, because the new James Bond movie looks really good. And it's got this one girl from Blade Runner 2049 and Knives Out. I forget her name. I think she might be Colombian or something. But she's definitely a new talent to hit the big screens. Really nice sunset coming in. I suppose as I keep shooting, I'll figure out like a good way to narrate. But for right now, I think I'll just talk about what I see and just talk about things that are on my mind. I think in the news, right now, we've just got this whole this whole I guess transition between presidencies, and I mean, for better or worse, you know, really got to maintain stability. I definitely felt though, what I will say is that I definitely felt like for this presidency there was just never a shortage of things to talk about. Every day, every other day, every 3 days, just all the time. There just never was a shortage of things to talk about during this presidency. Here we have KTA. KTA supermarket. And I'm actually going to pause things right here so I can go in. All right. Just wrapping up our walk. Last 15 minutes. Right now heading from KTA Superstore to, hey, hold on, I've never seen any telephones like this. Are these payphones now? Have I been out of the loop? Hold on. Are these freaking Blade Runner looking things telephones now? How crazy is that? Oh, this one's broken. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they accept coins and cards. I wonder if it's like that back home. Pretty cool. Really glad to really glad to be making it into the future. It's unfortunate that things have to go as slow as they do, but it's really exciting seeing things pick up and go faster and faster. I know China just recently announced that they have the fastest quantum computer. I'm really kind of excited just to see what sort of tech is on its way out. And where and what direction things will head. I actually like it. I actually like it out here in Puainako. One really cool thing is that because fruits grow so readily here, it's really common for people to just for neighbors to just drop off fruit or just bring like a bunch of fruit, like, you know, like just come over and drop off, you know, like 40 oranges. Even at work people do it. You'll just walk into the break room and boom, you know, there will be just a bag, like a bag full of oranges up for grabs that basically just grew in someone's backyard, and there's just too many. I hadn't realized that provided that provided the right conditions, trees that grow fruit will just keep growing them, as long as they're getting enough nutrients and the weather is good. You can just keep picking them and they'll just keep growing all year round. I think that's pretty cool. I did not know that coming here. Up in the Northeast on the mainland, what stands out to me is like apple picking season, you know, like in the fall, like apples will grow in the late summer, and they'll be ready to be picked freshly. But here, I mentioned in a few other videos, it's pretty plentiful in terms of like fruits and vegetation. A lot of people just drop off avocados. Just like boom, here's 6 avocados, you know, just from my backyard. Or I think that's pretty cool. I know that you basically need a car to get around out here. If you happen to work locally, then you can kind of wing it in terms of walking, and it's definitely, and a lot of places are definitely bikeable if you know, within maybe like